Wake up. It's the Sleep Unplugged podcast, episode 74, the second annual holiday sleep gift guide extravaganza. This is what I give to you. Welcome, everyone, to the Sleep Unplugged podcast. My name is Chris Winter. I'm a neurologist and sleep specialist and your host for what is becoming one of my favorite episodes of the year. So it's fun that the podcast has matured enough that we're now circling back to second annual. So we'll, at the end of the year, we'll do a second annual sleep award show. This is our second annual holiday sleep gift guide. And I like this because it's that time of year. Thanksgiving is coming and you're starting to think about, what do I give the people in my life to show them how much I care for them at this time of year? And what better kinds of gifts to give than gifts that are practical, thoughtful, and help people get better sleep. So that's what this episode has really become about, sort of collecting little items over the year that might be great as a gift to give people. So I'm really excited to go through some of those today for the podcast, and some really great discounts that some of these companies have provided our listeners, which has been a lot of fun as well too. So very appreciative of all the individuals that have participated. So we typically start off our show with comments, corrections, criticisms. I'm going to start off a really fun episode with a bit of a more somber note, but a really important person in sleep recently passed away. Russell Rosenberg was a doctor of sleep medicine that I've known for many years, who founded the Atlanta Sleep School. And he just recently passed away at the age of 67. And I've known Russell for a very long time and really saddened by the news. In fact, I just saw Russell in Chicago not too long ago at a meeting, and we sat and had breakfast together and talked, and just the nicest guy. And I remember him from when I first got started in sleep. I went to some sort of meeting and felt very conspicuous and out of place, and felt like I really didn't belong there among all these doctors that, published all these papers, and I just kind of looked up to. And I remember him sort of in the same way as it happened in Chicago, just kind of sat down next to me at a table, and we were having breakfast together, and just couldn't have been nicer. And he was one of those people that you meet, and then later on you find out all the amazing things that he did, and you're like, wow, what a just humble, kind, down-to-earth person that I've never met anybody who didn't adore him. And so we're really sad that he passed away. He was a fellow of the American Academy of Sleep Medicine since 1992, which was the year I got into sleep. I think I got my Sleep Research Society membership when he founded the sleep school. He founded this Atlanta Sleep School in 1992. He was a fellow of the American Academy of Sleep Medicine well before that. He was a past president of the National Sleep Foundation. He was a doctor of clinical psychology from Ohio State University, and just so many accolades, and just wanted to mark his passing, and just thinking about him and his family and all the positive things he did for the sleep medicine community. I stand on your shoulders, Dr. Rosenberg. So let's get into it. Before we do, we will start off with our song very quickly. This is what I give to you, which is a line from the song I Could Die For You by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. This was off their 8th studio album, By the Way, which was released in 2002. One of my favorite albums, one of my favorite Red Hot Chili Pepper albums, period. One of my favorite albums altogether. This was the album that came right after Californication, and was basically sort of a continuation of that concept, but really taken to another level. People talk about, By the Way, being Californication too. I really think that it's its own entity. John Frusciante basically did all the melodies, and they're really complex. Up until that point, the Red Hot Chili Peppers to me were sort of a kind of a skate, ska, goofy band. I Like Dirt. There's the name of one of their songs off from their previous album. That kind of vibe. Not that, listen, Under the Bridge, they're great out, but this was a complete evolution and maturation of their sound, and remains to this day one of my favorite albums. One of my favorite songs on it, Tear, which is about Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys. Flea, the bass player, plays a trumpet solo on it that's just absolutely moving. He was a trumpet player before he became a bass player, and a really accomplished one. And so I just think the world of that album. I'm really excited to put that on there too. Warm Tape, Venice Queen, Dosed, one of my favorite songs that they do, is on there. So just a great album, great song to put on there. So let's get into it. The holiday sleep gift guide, what better kinds of presents to give the people we love. So I'm going to go through some of them and talk about them, show them real quick, and offer any discounts that we could find. So the first one I'll talk about here is the Hest travel pillow. And Hest was kind enough to send us this pillow. So I should just mention really quickly, no direct financial connection with these companies outside of things like my own books or my hat. Like, so I'm buying, so I've got a connection there to some extent, obviously. But for the other companies, I'm not getting any kind of kickbacks or whatnot. They sometimes send me a free thing, but I'm under no obligation to say anything positive or negative about them. And, to me, sleep products are great. Are they perfect for everyone? No. But my guess is somebody out there that could benefit from one of these things. So I'll start off with Hest. They sent this amazing travel pillow and a case for it. So here's the case you can put on it, which is washable. But the actual travel pillow itself is washable. And if you look at it, it's relatively small, little compact situation here. But when you unzip it, the pillow holds out of the actual case. And then you re-zip it, and you have a full-size pillow. And they make 3 different sizes. There's memory foam inside, very portable. The cover's washable. And the people at Hest have given us a wonderful discount that if you type in Sleep Unplugged when you check out, you get an additional 15% off of your order. And when you're done with your travel pillow, and I always keep a travel pillow in my car. I have been stuck sleeping in my car on numerous situations, or I arrive at a place really early, and it's really early in the morning, and because I anticipated DC traffic being bad, and it wasn't bad. So here I am at the meeting an hour early. So I just climb back in the back of my car and just take a nap. And so now you can sort of collapse this back into the pillow, just like this, kind of shove it down in there. And then when you zip it up, you've got your travel pillow all situated to go. Got a little pocket on the side for you to keep your covers in. And it's really soft, really cool, and really comfortable. And we're very appreciative of the people at Hest for giving us that and our discount. Wanted to mention Bearaby. Bearaby makes beautiful weighted blankets. Even the packaging that it comes in is quite beautiful. And we talked about this last year. One of the complaints about weighted blankets are, well, I want the weight, but I don't want to be hot. And you can see that the way this one is woven has got little holes in it. Plus the fabric itself is very cool, and I think quite beautiful. So no discounts from Bearaby, but just wanted to mention them because they provided this to us last year and didn't arrive in time for the episode. I just wanted people to see it and wanted to thank them again for that support. The next product I'll mention is Beadgear. Beadgear makes pillows. They have a wonderful pillow selection on their website. They also make amazing bedding, and they've got several things happening right now in terms of discounts. 20% off their sheet sets, and I believe I have at least one set of all. I think they have 4 different kinds of sheets, more performance, cotton, different fabrics, and they're all just really luxe. So I have some of all of their different kinds of bedding. And so 20% off their bedding. And if you buy 2 of their storm pillows, you get a small little knee pillow, kind of similar to this one. This is the travel pillow that they use. And so they'll give you a free little knee pillow to go between your legs there. And so they're having a really great sale with that. So just wanted to mention Beadgear. If sheets are sort of a personal choice, but for anybody who's wanting to upgrade their bedding set, want to sleep on something that feels very silky, dissipates heat, makes you feel really comfortable in the evening, Beadgear makes really great products. One of my favorite products that I was sent this year was from a company called zDen. And so zDen makes this little travel. It's about the size of, what is that, like a dinner, kind of a platter you might serve your turkey on, and very flat. When you unzip it, they have created a little portable sleeping environment. So if you or your child or you have a situation where you're sleeping in a place where there's a lot of light, you can actually pull this out. And with minimal effort, it literally unfolds into a small little bed tent. So you can see here, this would set on your bed just like this. And then you can climb into it in the top half of your body. So the pillow goes inside here. You can see there's little windows on the side that you can open or close, or vents. And you can kind of let the flaps kind of hang down over you, and you create a little sleeping arrangement. And I've got, my son is at the Naval Academy. They have 2, 3, 5 other people in the room with them. So if somebody's up studying sort of global geopolitical things late in the night, but you want to sleep in your bunk, you can put this up there, climb inside, and have a nice dark sleep environment that blocks out 99% of the light. Awesome. And they've given us a wonderful discount, 15% off of the zDen. And if you are a pet owner, this is so cute. Look at this. This is about the size of a dinner plate, and it's the zDen Pets Cozy. So same situation, you unfold this, boom, and it's a little area for your pets to go into. So there it is, like this. So they can go in there. It comes with a little blanket that my little dog loves, and they can kind of go in there. If there's a thunder and lightning storm, they can climb inside there and sort of have a nice little dark environment for them to sleep. So you can set that on top of their pre-existing pet bed, easy to travel with. And again, 15% off if you use the discount code Sleep Unplugged. So we're very thankful to the people at zDen for providing that to us there. So we'll set that up there like that. I'm wearing right now Eberjey pajamas, which I love. I own several sets. I know my family owns several sets. And they're just, to me, sort of the pinnacle of sleepwear. Really big supporter of EverJ. They provided our listeners a discount code, but instead of Sleep Unplugged, it's Cozy Chris 25. So that's COZYCHRIS 25. I was going to say, well, maybe you could make it Sleep Unplugged just to make it uniform, but I thought Cozy Chris 25 was so good that I was like, yeah, we're going to leave that as the discount code. So check out Eberjey. They've got wonderful selection of not only, sort of typical standard pajamas, but also holiday themed pajama sets for the family. So if you're still thinking about what are we doing for our holiday card, you get the entire family matching Eberjey pajamas, line up on the stairwell in your house and take the picture, and there, your holiday card is already done, and you've already bought presents for your family. So we're very appreciative of the people at Eberjey. Cozy Chris 25, get 25% off your pajama order, and you can feel very cozy and snuggly during the holidays. Moving on, we come to our friends at Swanwick. So Swanwick makes outstanding blue light blockers. We've talked about them. I wrote about them in my book, The Sleep Solution. And they have all different kinds of styles to choose from of their blue blocker sunglasses, which you can see I'm wearing sort of an aviator look right now. But they also have new products out that I wanted to make you aware of. They are now making light bulbs that when you plug them into a lamp are low or no blue light emitting. So if you have to have light in a situation, but you don't want the light to be interfering with your work, you can use these light bulbs. They have an amber light bulb and a red light bulb to kind of keep that blue light down. They're also now making really cool night lights. So if you have children or areas in your house that you want to illuminate, but you don't want the light to be interfering with sleep, They've got little motion activated night lights, which are great. So when you wake up, you don't have to reach around and try to turn them on. So if you want to try to have your, you or your kids sleeping without light, but when it's safe enough that if somebody gets up, they can have light. They have a little motion activated ones. They also have ones that you can turn on. They're dimmable and really, really nice gift. Good stocking stuffer. And we appreciate the people at Swanwick for putting that together. They don't have a specific discount code for our listeners, but I think things on their webpage are up to 70% off at this time. So just check out the Swanwick webpage for more information on those offers. And we're very appreciative to the people at Swanwick for supporting the podcast and letting us know about their deals. Sleep masks, I'm a huge fan of, and one of my favorites is the Manta mask. This is my own personal mask. I think I just posted a picture of a flight back from Charleston, South Carolina on my Instagram page. If you want to get in touch with the show, if you've got ideas about good sleep gifts we should include in next year's gift guide, third annual gift guide episode, you can DM me at Dr. Chris Winter Twitter, Dr. Chris Winter Instagram, TikTok, Bluesky, Threads. It's all Dr. Chris Winter. The Manta mask I really like. We talked about it last year, but again, I had given my mask away and didn't have it with me. This is what the mask looks like. It's very comfortable. You can see that the eye holes are hollowed out so they don't put any pressure on your eyeballs. And what's great is if you're feeling like the eyes are too close together, you can peel it back, adjust it where you want it, and make it perfectly customizable to you. It's very, very soft, very comfortable, and blacks out light perfectly. Easy to travel with. Manta masks, check them out. They're a wonderful small gift to give somebody if they need it. Wanted to also mention the QuietOn earbuds. These are the noise canceling earbuds that you can sleep in. They're fantastic. Bose stopped making their sleep buds. I forget what they were called. And QuietOn really has sort of stepped into that space and I think really make the premier earbud that is meant for you to sleep in. They do not Bluetooth to anything. So they really kind of eliminate that temptation to, let me listen to the Sleep Unplugged podcast or do something else when I should be sleeping. So really want you to take a look at the QuietOn earbuds for sleep. They're fantastic. Moving on, Sleepies and Mattress Firm have a bunch of products that are available if you go on the Sleepies or Mattress Firm webpage. One of the ones I was really interested in was the scented pillow inserts. So when you buy these for somebody, you take them out of this little package and you slide it underneath the pillowcase, between the pillowcase and the pillow. And they wrote me and said, hey, you should let your listeners know about that because they were shown in a study to actually help improve sleep. And I looked up the study and it was sort of a population study where they were looking at 600 nights of 21 healthy individuals, and they were collecting data from a Sleep Score Max, which is that platform that's collecting tons of data on people, and they publish your findings and interesting ideas about it once a year, and showed that individuals fell asleep about 7% faster using it, had 9% fewer awakenings, and 95% of people who got it were pleased they had made the purchase. So when you're thinking about small gifts to give people, here's a device or here's a product that 95% chance that the person you give it to is going to like it. And they smell really nice and really create a nice environment to sleep. And I'm a big fan of, getting in the habit of using fragrances to help with your sleep. So that's great. And so if you look at the Sleepies and Mattress Firm website, they're Sleepies pillows, which I sleep with a Sleepies pillow called Sleepies with Reactex. There's the buy one, get one free. If you type in the promo code BOGO, 30% off of the purple mattress. And there's also a flash 25 sale sometime in and around the Black Friday. So just as a disclaimer, I do some consulting for Mattress Firm in terms of their scientific content, but I'm not getting any sort of payback or anything in terms of if you buy a pillow, I don't get money for that. So I work for the company because I think they do a great job and have a great mission of really trying to make people sleep better. So check them out when you can. Really excited about AO. They're getting ready to come out with a new version of their AO product, which is going to Bluetooth with there's going to be some Bluetooth features where it allows the light to sort of change based upon the algorithms that you're putting in. AO is a wonderful product for people who are dealing with jet lag or shift work, or you have kids who struggle with sleep inertia, like we talked about last week. Wake up, put the little AOs on in the morning, and you can see here the little blue light is lighting up and getting brighter and brighter. So as you put these on and sort of move about your day, that blue light is trying to use light, as we talked about in the sleep inertia episode, to help you wake up a little bit faster. And they've provided a coupon code for us. It's Sleep Unplugged. And with that coupon code, you're going to get another 25% off of the product. And just a shout out to AO. They're actually doing one of the biggest studies right now with their product at the University of Arizona and the Department of Defense. My guess is our buddy Michael Grandner is involved with that. I'm not sure. I just wrote him an email today and said, are you part of the DoD research project with AO? And so, they're looking at ways to help military people be more functional and shake off that sleep inertia like we talked about in last week's episode. So give them a look. They're a fantastic product. What else do we have here that we've not talked about? I think we've hit everything. Hopefully I'm not forgetting something. If I do, I will certainly put that on the web page of the Sleep Unplugged podcast, and I'll post it on Instagram. In terms of my products, you can still buy the Rested Child hardcover for $20, the Sleep Unplugged paperback for $15. Just DM me if you're interested in that. If you'd like me to sign it, that's no problem. I'm happy to do that for you as well too. We just ordered new Sleep Unplugged trucker hats because we actually finally sold out of the first batch. So we have new trucker hats here, and they are available for $25. That's just basically my cost for having them made. Not making any money on those things, but really excited to have the trucker hats out there for people. So thank you very much to the vendors who have made this episode possible. Really excited to hear what you think about these. I'm going to mention two more products before I forget. We did the SaunaBox episode and the Lumi box when we did the episode on extreme cold and extreme heat. That was a very popular episode. SaunaBox, they're having a Black Friday sale where their SaunaBox is $349. You can order it. It's outstanding. Take a look at my Instagram feed. You can see my use of the SaunaBox, which I'm using most nights when I'm in town, about an hour or two before I go to bed. It sets up easily. It turns on very quickly. It heats up very fast. It's a very easy thing to integrate into your daily routine. Also wanted to mention Lumi has a 10% code. They were the plunge tank that we use. It's WB10. Their plunge tank is generally about $119, the one that you see in my Instagram feed. And it's awesome as well too. I've got it set up right next to the sauna. I put a little bit of, there's some very gentle chemicals you can kind of put in there to keep the water longer. I've got some little devices I keep in the freezer to make big chunks of ice. So whenever I want to do it, I always have ice available. So I'm really curious to see what you all think about Sauna and Lumi as well too. Support them because they were kind enough to support our podcast. That's it. I hope everyone out there has an amazing Thanksgiving holiday. Really excited to hear what you're buying for people. If you've bought these gifts and you're trying them out, send us a picture via Instagram. That's Dr. Chris Winter, or Twitter, Dr. Chris Winter. Love to see you using the products. Hope you have a great holiday season. Hope you get your gift buying done quickly. And until next week, sleep well.